lot of times you have car companies that will make beautiful Art Deco pieces. I think of Singer Porsche, for example, and the custom cars that they make. And sometimes that happens with motorcycles, like NMoto with this beautiful NMoto nostalgia. Now, to harp back a little bit, back in the early 30s, BMW released the R7 prototype motorcycle, which was probably one of the most advanced motorcycles released at the time. Beautiful, sleek design, long fairings, and the world was really shocked by that motorcycle. They only built one of those prototypes, and they boxed it away, and it was really not thought about until all the way until 2005, when it was discovered by some BMW employees in boxes in a floor plan. So they rebuilt the BMW R7, and it won its class at Pebble Beach in 2012. Now, NMoto is a company out of Miami, Florida, and they love the design of the BMW R7. So they thought, how can we bring this motorcycle back to life? So basically what they did, starting in 2017, is they took the rolling chassis from the BMW R9T, an 1100cc boxer engine, making around 114 horsepower, and they built this custom body based off of the R7 in a modern rendition. Now, every NMoto that you buy comes with custom pieces that you can decide what you want to put on the bike. So for example, here, the license plate over the front fender says Audrain for the Audrain collections, which is a really cool touch. Now, to build this bike, it requires several man hours. And there's 96 custom fabricated aluminum parts on this motorcycle. This body really resembling the R7. So they basically really recreate the whole bike. But what's nice about it is you have modern components, modern suspension, modern brakes, modern tires. Brakes on this bike are Brembo, so you know it's gonna stop pretty well. One thing you'll notice when you ride a motorcycle is usually you'll see the reservoirs for the brake and for the clutch, the wires attached to the throttle cable and the clutch. With this, everything is all disguised in design. So everything is hidden up underneath the handlebars. Now, there is some cool tech involved with this bike. It doesn't have a key, it has a fob, which is very interesting. I would say I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes from motorcycles. I like to have a physical key, but it's pretty neat. You tap it up here on top of the headlight, and it fires to life. And you have an analog dial, but all the switches are extremely modern, which is really cool. If I look down at the gas cap, you can get words custom engraved into the gas cap. So this says Audrain Automobile Museum, which is again a really nice touch. Like the old bikes, it has a heel brake. It does not have a newer style brake lever. One thing I do notice when I'm riding it, it's very difficult. It's not difficult to lean it over, but you have to be careful when you lean it over, because the tailpipes are so low to the ground that even just going back and forth, you get very close to touching the ground. So you do have to be very careful when you're leaning it over. Again, with that modern rendition, all of the indicators, so if I go like this, you can see how everything is built in flush to the bike. It just adds a really cool design. This isn't meant for going fast, it's really meant for cruising and just enjoying the ride. Now, I must say, the power delivery is very, very docile. It does not accelerate very hard, but I think that comes in line with the whole style of it. It's just meant to be an easy rider. It's extremely comfortable. If you look at this beautiful quilted seat, it's a very, very comfortable bike. The handlebar is a nice position too, classic with the clutch and brake levers on the outside of the handlebar opposed to the inside. So when you first start riding it, it takes a little bit to get used to, but after a few minutes, it's very nice. It's got a steering damper, so if you run into any wobbles or anything like that, it'll protect you. Now the engine note is really nice. Very, very unique sound from the Boxer engine. It shifts pretty well too. My boot is a little big, so initially it was difficult for me to get my foot up underneath the under the lever, but as I get used to riding it, it's actually quite comfortable. What I really like with the styling on this is how they did these underslung mirrors. Very cool touch, and it adds to the styling, and it doesn't take away from it like some other motorcycles with these big obnoxious mirrors that are coming from the handlebars that just totally take away from the look of the bike. If you look at the back of the bike, it has a nice little silhouette, and on top is this leather compartment where you can place your license or insurance card or anything else, and it's actually a decent little amount of storage room, surprisingly. I wish more companies like NMoto built bikes like this. Classic style, bringing them back to life with modern components. It's a really smart idea, in my opinion. I would love to see some of my favorite motorcycles from the 70s and 80s rebuilt with modern components. So today is really a beautiful day here in Newport. 60 degrees, down by the ocean. We're in late fall now, but to have a day like this, I mean, why would you not want to get out and ride a cool motorcycle like this? And you know what, through these nice long sweepers, it's very, very comfortable. This is the type of bike that just allows you to cruise and enjoy the ride. You know, on a lot of the bikes that I like, maybe because I'm a young man, I like the motorcycles that want to tear your face off and go as fast as possible, but this is a really nice, comfortable change for me. It really, I feel really calm when I'm riding it, and I think that's important with a vehicle. Not everything is meant to be going as fast as humanly possible. Sometimes you have to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride on an NMoto. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. There's plenty more videos coming soon. We'll catch you in the next one.